Hey everybody, welcome back to Skillopedia and you are with me, Meera. Guys, do you know what's the biggest problem in the world? Any guesses? For those who all are thinking hate, jealousy, war, unemployment, you all are wrong. This biggest problem in the world is a disease we might catch. No, it's not HIV, it's not malaria. It's the disease of being boring. Now, why do I call it a disease or an epidemic? Well, because it kills your chances of a good career, getting a date, kills your personality. If you're being boring, believe me, you will never be able to get the best in life. So how do we cure ourselves of this epidemic? How do we get rid ourselves of this disease? Today, I have exactly few tips for you that will help you get rid of it. Now, when you get to a party at work or when you're on a date, what do you say? Most of us say, how's work going? Or how's everything? Now, these questions are what I call social scripts. You're saying them because you don't know what else to say. These questions are so predictable, let me tell you. And the person who answers them knows this as well. I really want to challenge you all to engage people in active thinking. How will you do that? You need to ask questions that make them give you an answer based on their deep beliefs or emotions. So on a date, you could say something like, so tell me, are there any particular projects at work that you're deeply passionate about? Or, I love your work, is there anything else you would rather do? Now, these questions are comfortable questions which make a person talk about his likes, his dislikes, his preferences, and the person you are speaking with really feels that you're genuinely interested in them, and that makes you a lot more interesting. So, boring out, interesting and engaging in. There were many years where I felt like I never had great connections, never had close friends or colleagues, never. I realized that somehow I wasn't interesting enough. Now, when I closely analyzed why, I found that my actions showed that I wasn't showing people that I was interested in them. Now, let me tell you that people find you interesting only when you show that you are interested in them. How do you do that? Pick up clues from a person in your conversation that help you ask interesting details about them. Now, for example, your friend is a software developer. You can say, being a developer must be very challenging. How do you cope up with such a fast-paced industry? Or to someone who's a freelancer, you can say, how do you get inspired to write about things? Where do you draw your insights from? Your questions are showing that you're interested in the people you're talking to. Your questions give importance to people, and that's how you become more likable. Believe me, if you give importance to people, you become less boring and you end up having a real advantage talking to people and in your social life. When talking to people, also make sure you're not busy with your phone. Make sure that you maintain eye contact and give your 100% attention to them. Focus on them. Almost like a no-brainer, okay? But having to say that, giving compliments and genuine ones definitely will make you more interesting. Interestingly, there is at least one good thing you can say to anyone you meet. So why not say it, right? What if that's the first good thing that you've ever heard from them in the whole day? Now, wouldn't you be an interesting person for them? Think about it. Give compliments. It doesn't take more than a minute and doesn't take any money out of you. It's easy and makes you a lot less boring around people. But guys, make sure your body language is right. Now, what does that mean? You could use 3 simple tips. Every time you speak with someone, lean in their direction, like so. Why? Because psychology says that if you like someone, you are bound to lean closer towards them. So subconsciously, it shows that you are genuinely interested, and that makes you less boring. When someone is talking to you, make sure you just nod multiple times to show that you're engaged in what they're saying or what they have to say. People love to be heard, and this is a way to ensure that you make them feel that you're paying close attention to them. Now, this one is optional, but you can also touch them or pat them slightly on their arm maybe, or on their shoulder to show affection. Just make sure you do it once. If you've done that once, you've established a good deal of comfort with that person. Not everyone is a natural at, cracking jokes. But if you are one of those people who can make light of any situation, you will never be called boring. Now, using humor doesn't mean that you need to crack a full-blown joke. Even if you pass a comment that makes people crack a smile, it's a good sign. If you're talking to your date about living with your parents, instead of saying, "I'm currently living with my parents," you can say, "Well, it's been a while since I have woken up to my mother yelling at me to make my bed, but I love being with my folks." When you say it that way, chances are that you will make people smile and enjoy being with you, simply by using humor in the smallest possible way. Hey guys, I just want to thank you for watching this video, because I wanted to make sure that there's anything inside you that is Mr. Boring or Miss Boring. I want to make sure that that goes out and interesting comes into you. Well guys, that's all for today. I hope you've got some good tips. I will see you soon in another video with another topic. Until then, this is me, Meera, saying ciao.